All right, here's our video today. Eternalism. How the past, the present, and the future exists all at once. Or at once. Seems weird, it seems strange, but believe it or not, Einstein believed in this. So if Einstein believed in it, perhaps we should think about it. But when we talk about eternalism, we're also talking about a concept called the block universe. So let's get my pen going. Let's see, maybe we'll use that color. So in eternalism, in simple terms, right? You say it right here. The past, the present, and the future all exist at once. And again, like I said, Einstein believed in this. It's based on his special relativity, which we'll talk about. So imagine this, if you want to imagine a movie, right? When you're watching a movie, the movie is all there is, right? That's eternalism, the movie. So if you're looking at the opening credits, well, the opening credits are there. Well, so is, at the same time, even though you don't see it because you're watching it now, there is an ending, there is a middle, and so forth. So when you look at a video file on your computer, let's say it's 2 gigabytes, whatever the case may be, right? So the opening credits could be the Big Bang. The middle scene could be, let's say, the dinosaurs. And the final scene could be, well, if we're talking about you, perhaps when you're 100 years old or even older. So, in other words, let's say you were 6 years old over here. Let's say you're 30 years old over here. And let's say you're 100 years old over here. All those years are existing at once in eternalism. Very strange. And of course, all the years in between exist at once. And the reason why Einstein believed this, we should look at this, is because the concept of now can be very strange. Like when you're watching a movie, the now is the movie as it's playing. The flow of the movie. It's happening now. But if you watched a movie before, you know the ending already. You know the middle. Some people watch movies 3 or 4 times. So for Einstein, he's saying, is there a universal now? So we have to kind of understand Einstein's special relativity. And that's why he called it special relativity, because he proved that the now, whatever that now may be, is relative. It's not absolute. The now is relative. 2 people moving at different speeds will not agree on what is happening right now. If now is different for everyone, right, which Einstein figured out, then there's no single now. And so that no single now can be the only thing that is real. Or is it? All moments must be real, according to Einstein. So we have to treat time as a 4th dimension. Well, we live in a 3D world, but time has to be that 4th dimension. Let's set up with a thought experiment, the famous thought experiment that Einstein did. So let's clear this out. And he thought about a train. Well, let's just make a train, a little crude train, whatever it may be. Looks like more of a truck, but whatever the case may be, let's say there's a passenger on the train, and let's say the passenger is on the middle of the train, right there. There he is, hanging out, right? And let's say there's someone on the ground who's not on the train. And then we'll put in some lightning bolts. Change the color. Let's say we have a person here. The person was just standing there and the train just went on by. It's speeding on by. And let's say as it speeds on by here, we'll use blue for the lightning bolt. A lightning bolt strikes simultaneously. It strikes here and it strikes there. So if the person at the same time, if this lightning bolt strikes at the same time, light will reach the observer here and here at the same speed. If they, right? But for the observer here, they're seeing this one first. So the lightning bolts do strike simultaneously, but the light from the front bolt and the back bolt from the train, they travel the same distance to reach the watcher's eye in the middle of the train. So for the person on the train, again, he's saying that these two lightning strikes happen exactly the same time. But the person on the ground, right, the person who's seeing the train pass by, even though the lightning bolts simultaneously hit, that person is seeing the lightning bolt in the back first. He's saying that the back bolt struck first. So, who's right? Again, the passenger on the train says it happened at once. The person on the ground, let's say, at whatever he's doing, staring at a train, says the one in the back of the train happened first. So they have different conceptions of now. So what Einstein's saying in physics is both people are right. There is no master clock in the universe that decides who is correct. So how does this connect to the block universe? So this whole idea of a block universe, which a lot of physicists believe in, it's very strange, very weird, but it means, again, every part of your life is existing at once. So this is a concept of physics and a concept of philosophy. So they're coming together. Now the problem with eternalism, philosophically, is what happens to free will. Very strange if you think about it. Now in the way we think of, and most of us think this way, we think of life as the present is what is now, right? The future hasn't happened yet. The past happened in the past and it's gone. But eternalism, again, the past is still happening, right? So that 5-year-old you is playing with a Tonka truck somewhere, right? Or watching, a Speed Racer, right? Or your teenage you is listening or going to a Black Sabbath concert. All that stuff is happening all at once if we believe in eternalism. The idea of free will is disturbing. If eternalism exists, there is no free will. Because no matter what you do, you can't change it in a block universe. You can't change events. Even if you think you're going to change events, it's what you did in the past. You did that already. That's what you're doing. So right here, you're thinking in your present that, I'm going to change an event in the future. You can't. It's already pre-scripted in a block universe. Just think about the film strip, a film. Right? The characters in the movie, no matter what happens, that's what happened. Well, of course, there's an alternate version of that movie, but it doesn't matter. It's all already there. Right? You're holding the videotape, the CD, or you have it downloaded. It's right there. You can see the beginning, the middle, the end. You can rewind, fast forward. It's all there. And eternalism has this. So with eternalism, there's no free will. So if you want to believe in eternalism, any action you do has already been determined. So you might find the block universe kind of disturbing, unsettling. Because it means that we can't change anything. It's already written. And what becomes even stranger, if you want to think about this, if you think that your 100-year-old self is alive out there, right? But your 100-year-old self had to be alive even before you were born. So at the age 100, wherever that concept may be in your now, It had to be alive even before the age of the dinosaurs. 65 million years ago, when the dinosaurs roamed, your 100-year-old self had to be alive in the block universe. Even before the Cambrian explosion. Even, perhaps, at the moment of the Big Bang. Well, this gets really deep. But that's the concept of eternalism. And that's our video today. Or is it the video from the past? Or is it the video in the future?